What's going on, YouTube? This is your boy AshTheMan. Thank you so much for actually tuning in. So we're going to be talking about Tokyo Ghoul episode 5 review. Now, in this episode, we got a chance to look at reactions from different and multiple users online, and I can tell you that it's mixed reviews about this episode. Some being with more of like animation and creativity, others defend it, but however, I'm gonna talk more about that later, close to the ending of this little video. But more or less, let's definitely jump into the episode. Now, one of Shu's subordinates ended up was honing in on Mizusaki, trying to escape, the compound where Big Mama's auction was going at. Now, Hisei and his squad end up, coming to save the day, giving, Mizusaki, pursuer them hands. Now, in the course of this, the subordinate of Shu actually end up expressing his feelings towards Hisei for making Shu, pretty much down on his emotions, and just kind of explain that out. And you remember in the previous seasons of season 2 and 1, Kaneki was like Shu's addiction. Like, pretty much the smell of Kaneki, the taste of his blood was like just like over exertive kind of feeling. I don't really know how to explain that. It's like how you have that, one stalker who like pretty much just loved this person, liked the person whatsoever, but it's sort of in a weird way in this universe. But however, in the course of this, he was trying to make sure that his master get back to the person that he was by either bringing home somebody who can, be regarded under that type of scent, taste. But when he see Hisei, he pretty much got a little bit angry. But however, the squad was able to put him down, and his partner ended up saving him, which he explained some type of like thorn kangi, which is kind of interesting because the kangi that was able to detach itself from the user and still stay there as like a blockage for them, and they couldn't even penetrate it. So I know in the episode they regard it as like an A-class ghoul, kangi. So definitely interesting. Now, you did get to see more of Nutcracker. Now, she was more than what I was expecting. She laid her kangi as a trap, which was kind of interesting to see, pretty much wiping out one of the top squads in the CCG. So that was definitely crazy. I mean, and then, of course, her name, the leader of the squad, she ended up busting his balls, literally like just smashing right on him. Very funny, but nevertheless, I hope that never happens to me. But, going forward, now we did get to see Adverse Tree Owl. Pretty much, he was fighting a lot, and I mean, each person that he went through, he pretty much ate a portion of their body each time he fight. Someone who was in his class when he was a part of the CCG, he ended up like putting his whole hand through her chest, and I'm pretty sure he devoured her and the person that was sitting there too. So yeah, I was definitely living up to his name, and he did come to clash towards the end of the episode with Hisei. So definitely it's going to see a clash between them coming episode 6. Now, going into Yuri, because in the course of them putting down Shu subordinates and of course them escaping also, Hisei asked Yuri to pretty much take Mizusaki out so that Mizusaki doesn't have to be in a fight for all the things that he already went through. But however, Yuri trying to pretty much distinguish himself as a, as a great investigator, he ended up sidetracking, meeting up with, Shinzo, and pretty much they found Big Mom, and they literally was going ham on all the people who was attending the auction. Now, in the course of this, Mizusaki pointed out that Big Mom was right there. He went down the hallway, Big Mom knocked him to the wall. And then a few scenes after, you see that she is swallowing Yuri whole. Now, that was great because he thought he was going to go down and pretty much make it easy as possible. But however, that didn't happen. So yeah, pretty good. Now, we did get to see some fighting between Shinzo and Ayato before that scene happened. Definitely good to see both of them fighting. You get to see that Ayato got to save one of his members of Angry Tree. Now, with this episode leaving off, seeing that the owl and Kaneki kind of like about to go head to head is definitely interesting. Now, episode, in my opinion, wasn't a bad episode. It was definitely something that was good. It kept me on my seat because there was a lot of action, a lot of blood. Nothing's wrong with that. But the thing of it is that it doesn't have any consistency. And what I mean by that is that there's so many things going on. Now, I said that last week because of how this operation for Big Mama commenced. They have to have like a focus, and there still wasn't a focus until the end of the episode when you got to see her say, and I'll come to clash. Now, in this formality, he ended up like sending his squad away, and also the person who was commencing the operations told him that everybody need to, report back except you to handle this fight. So he accepted that. Now, that's great that they got that focus now, but if they could have had them clash a lot more and kind of like, fill the pieces in without leaving here and there, jumping back here and there, it would have made things a little bit more understandable to the viewer's eyes. And I think that's where it lost a lot of people. And, okay, look, we got a lot of things going on here, but what the heck is going on? And yeah, I can see that. But at the same time, it's not the worst thing that I have watched. It's not the baddest thing that I have watched. It's just that to me, I think in this commotion action, due to them having like new creators and everything, doing this kind of commotion, they want to keep us on the edge and see what is going on with each situation and how the outcome's going to be in different areas. So I think that's what they're trying to do. And I mean, they're not doing the greatest job of it, but I understand. But however, if we look past that and actually look for what we actually got instead of what could have been, we actually got a decent episode. So it can't go anything wrong there. So yeah, good episode. But again, I thank you guys for definitely, tuning in. I did create a Tumblr, which is AshTheMan08, Twitter, AshTheMan008, and Instagram, AshTheMan08. I will tune in again for Megalobox on Thursday. After I watch that, a review is going to be coming up right shortly after that. And after I finish the remainder parts of God of War, YS is going to be the next game that I'm going to be streaming heavily. So yeah, tune in for that. But then again, happy Tuesday. AshTheMan is out.